school could be out for a 5-year-old Brisbane boy if he doesn't have a haircut. Cyrus Tanila is growing his hair as part of a Cook Islands cultural tradition where a boy gets a haircut when he comes of age. The strict Catholic school he attends says it violates their uniform policy and demanded he get it cut earlier. The parents have taken the case to the Queensland Civil and Administrative Tribunal. The school has allowed Cyrus to continue attending pending the outcome of the hearing. Ben, when you choose to go to a certain school, like a Catholic school, don't you just have to follow the rules?
No, I don't think so. Look, I feel really passionate about this, and I want to use an example. I went to Doncaster Secondary College in Victoria, and one of my really good friends, she dyed her hair bright red because that's how she wanted to express herself, and she was told that she would be expelled the next day if she didn't change the colour of her hair back to her natural brown colour hair. And I am against squashing people on the way that they want to represent themselves. I think individualism is important. I think that other people's culture is important. And I think that with some of these outdated schools that are trying to create a cookie cutter example and make people all look the same really bothers me. So when I was at school, I managed to get in contact with nearly everyone in my year level, and I went and with my own money and bought all this red hair dye, and I dyed all of it, or nearly all the people's hair in my school, in my class, with red hair so that we could all go to school and display some solidarity. I was suspended for that. And whilst my mum was contacted and spoken to about my suspension, she also supported me as an adult that, I think it's a little bit, and especially in this situation as well, I think that it's the wrong thing to do. I think.
Well, look, I got to say, I love that you did that. That actually makes me so impressed. But I will say that I love your right to protest, but absolutely they also had the right to suspend you. And if I was your parent, I would have stood by you as well. But here's the thing. You choose to go to a private school, you obey those rules. And rules are the red hair or cutting of the hair is part of the rules. When we were looking at Catholic schools, we were looking at a whole range of schools for our daughter. And when I was at the interview for the Catholic school we were looking at, they said to me, now, we are a Catholic school. And I had been open and honest about the fact that I wasn't Catholic. They said, will you abide by our rules? And I went, well, yes, if I'm going to a Catholic school, I have to accept my children will be taught Catholicism and there were elements that I don't overly like, but I think on the whole, the education is better, da-da-da-da-da. And I said, yes, of course I would. And I could see this had been an ongoing issue for them. The fact is, when you sign up to go to especially a private school, there are rules and regulations. There are things that they want for their school. And if you don't like it, don't go there. This is a
But
Christian
suppression of
school.
expression is a problem. No, suppression of expression, I think, is a huge issue.
But when you're at school, you have to. This is once again, a segment ago, we were talking about rules at the restaurant. Exactly same thing. You can have your individualism on the weekend, school holidays, when you're an adult.
No.
But when you are at school, there is a uniform code. There is a look that you have to be part of.
No. I don't agree with you. I think there are rules that come into play for uniform policy. So, Ben, I think it was great what you did, but having red hair is not part of a tradition. It's not part of a cultural tradition. It's not part of a religion. It was just about making a stand. That's a separate issue. That's fine for you. This child is going to a Catholic school. I understand that. But he also has his own rights and beliefs. Christian school. He also has his own rights and beliefs. Now, I've got to go back to, if you want to be a Christian school, thou shalt not judge. Now, I think it's outrageous.
Oh, dear.
No, let me finish my point. You've ranted for 3 minutes. Let me rant for 3 minutes. Yes, the parents maybe should have looked at the uniform policy. I understand that. But at the same time, where is there not an understanding? Christians, they harp on about this idea of, well, we can't judge. It's only up to God to judge and blah, blah, blah. And then they say these kind of things. This little kid, right, his hair is not all over his face. They put it up in a bun. It was respectful. So they went halfway and put the child's hair up in a bun. In 14 months, he's a 7-year-old. Like, get a grip. Like, if he can have long hair up in a bun and then he gets cut as part of his culture and as part of his religion and as part of his tradition, that's fine. If you were a private company owning a school, no worries. Off you shoot, do what you want. But if you're a Christian school and you harp on, this is the thing, it's the hypocrisy of Christians, where they say, well, God only judges and we can only do this. But so hold on, we will. Like, a little 5-year-old boy can't have long hair because it's a tradition. No, you can't do that. What a load of absolute rubbish. If there was a place where someone should be forgiving and understanding and just going, well, like little Cyrus, he has long hair because that's part of what he does. Get a grip. This is ridiculous.
One thing I would say to that
ridiculous.
is that, and we've all had a good say, so I think we are on the home stretch of this topic. But the one thing I would say to that is that this boy has his own culture and his own the things they do, like the cutting of the hair when he becomes of age. That is not part of the Christian faith and what this school represents. When you choose to go
Where
to
is the Cook Island school, though? Where is the Cook Island school? There's no Cook Island school, is there? So he's got to. And the Cook Islanders, they certainly adopt Christianity as part of their faith, which they have done for a long, long time. But what they're saying is, we want to have that faith and this faith. So Christianity is saying everyone's welcome, but only if you do exactly what we say.
I'm not going to fight you on your issues about Christianity and all that kind of stuff, because there's a lot you say in there I agree with. But my point is that when you choose to go to a private school, this is a private school, you must obey the rules.
It's a Ben, Rob and Robbo, Ben, Rob and Robbo show.